Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to start off this video by looking at this Pokemon that I found right outside my house, and there we go, shiny number 2. So I wasn't finding them. Now they're coming in like this. So this is double the CP of the last one I found. That's just great. You know, it's funny because the IVs are max defense, literally 15 in defense, and everything else is like, I don't know, I'd need to go check. It's probably pretty low. But yeah, at least I found another one. You know, it was really funny. I was going to make a poll on Twitter yesterday asking everybody if I should max out my other shiny Cloyster just for the heck of it. I'd rather max this one out. It's going to cost less Stardust. The other one has better IVs, but it's going to be for fun at the end of the day. But now, you know what this means? I can evolve the other one into the shiny Cloyster, and we'll be doing that. Probably not in this video, but we'll do that in the future. So we're just going to go ahead and look at what I caught. That Whalmer. Caught it 2 days ago. We're going to look at the dates here. Should have started at the Whalmer. So on the 10th, then we have the 11th, and then we have the 12th. This one right here is right before my Mewtwo raid, which we are going to be checking out right here. This was kind of like an in and out kind of a deal. Did you see that lobby? It filled up, and then there was some more people, and it's already filled up. So there was no trio. There was no planning of anything like that. This was just jump in and let's just get it done, right? So going in with the Gengars, I'm hoping for a good IV. I've managed to get a 10-10-10 at this point. This is Mewtwo number 19, folks. So if you're new here, 19, all right? I have another one for the 20th, I do believe. That's going to be my Mewtwo number 20. So that's pretty intense. And let me tell you something. If you're like, oh, well, all these Mewtwo's, if you're one of these people out here who has so many Mewtwo's that you're actually transferring him, and yes, there's people out there who do that, I would reconsider that, because with Pokemon Let's Go, if you're planning on getting that, you're going to be able to transfer these Mewtwo's. I'm not sure how many, but I would assume it would just let you transfer as many as you want over there into the park on Pokemon Let's Go, so that you can use it in that game. So remember that. It is coming out after summer, but nonetheless, that's a lot of time for your bag or your Pokemon space and all that. Keep the Pokemon that you might want to transfer, that you don't want to keep so much on Pokemon Go, but you might want to transfer them over there. So keep that in mind for the Pokemon that you were thinking about transferring. They're actually hard to obtain for some people. You might want to save it for Pokemon Let's Go to transfer it over there. Did you see those TMs? 3 charge TMs. That's pretty good. So let's see what we have here. A 2239. That's no thank you. If it's your first Mewtwo, second, third, fourth Mewtwo, you know, that is what it is. I had something like this. When I first caught mine, it looked similar to that number. Second or third one. I still powered them up because they were my first and second, third Mewtwo's. I wanted a powered up Mewtwo. It still works. But at this point, on number 19, I'm going to be powering up the best of the best. Just because these Pokemon are, you know, rare within Pokemon Go. So, with that said, just going to Pineapple it here. Just going to throw those old Pineapples at it, see if we can get double the candy. And then after this, we're actually going to jump into a Starmie raid and test out Mewtwo's, since we're on this whole Mewtwo Catch EX raid, with Confusion Shadow Ball. And then we're going to do Psycho Cut Shadow Ball. Now, I have to give you a little warning, just like what happened with the Alakazams and the Machamp, the Shadow hits were out of this world. The Starmie had Water Gun and Power Gem. Now, it's the more charge bars the raid boss has, like Power Gem is a 3 charge bar. So say if it had Hydro Pump, you're going to probably be getting Shadow hit more with the Power Gem as opposed to the Hydro Pump. It's just the way it is. I don't know what's going on, but it's so intense that my Alakazam comes in and just faints. It just literally faints, and the Starmie didn't even do a special. It was just doing Water Gun. And I'm going to let it play this time, because last time I kind of just said it. Even though you saw it with one of the Alakazams with Dazzling Gleam, I'm going to show you how bad it is to a certain extent. So let's go ahead and look at my Mewtwo's here and see what we have going on here, because now they're stacked up, 19. And I will be transferring these over to that game. But as far as the limitations on legendaries over to Pokemon Let's Go, I don't know. We'll just see in the future. Maybe we'll get more details soon. All right, so into the Starmie raid here. Water Gun and Power Gem. Power Gem is a rock move. The weather is partly cloudy, so that Power Gem is getting weather boosted, and it does hurt if you take the hit. Now, like I said, these Mewtwo's have Confusion Shadow Ball first, and then we're going to go in with Psycho Cut and Shadow Ball. This is by no means a fantastic comparison because of the brokenness within the servers. If the boss was hitting me normally without all the shadows, I guess you can call them phantom hits as well, then it would be a good comparison to show you. And I could tell you, you know, from personal experience, which one do I prefer? I prefer Confusion, but Psycho Cut, I'm not gonna lie, was actually nice to use. I was able to dodge when I wanted. With Confusion, you'll see me kind of double dodging, a little bit over dodging than I'm supposed to, because you have to pull yourself out of that Confusion grip. If you know, if that makes any sense, you're kind of stuck in that animation, and dodging to get yourself out of that as quick as possible is your best bet. And double dodging is what I do to correct that. As for the Psycho Cut, you don't really need to do that. It's Psycho Cut, Psycho Cut, Psycho Cut, and it's done as soon as you tap the screen. There is no delay. As for Confusion, you tap the screen and it's about a 1.5 second delay before you can start moving your Pokemon side to side again, which is a big difference when you need to get out of dodge ASAP. All right, so we're on to the second Mewtwo. That one didn't do bad, okay? The shadow hits are not coming in so hard. I did get hit by that. You can tell, obviously, it'll say dodge or not dodge. And if you don't know if somebody's using a weather boosted Pokemon or the raid boss isn't weather boosted, it will say it on the side in the beginning. So keep that in mind. All right, so we're doing that damage here. As for the time, it's not looking too good because I was kind of doing a lenient, just a, you know, test here. I knew what I was trying to do. I knew it wasn't gonna probably beat it. I just wanted to do this comparison. Like I was gonna back out anyways as soon as it was down into the red. But as soon as it gets to the Mewtwo, or sorry, the Alakazam, I just back out because here we go. I'm gonna show you. So as soon as this Mewtwo faints, we're gonna see that Alakazam come in and just get completely annihilated for some odd reason. All right, so down goes the Mewtwo. Alakazam. What? I knew what happened. I mean, it's shadow hit, obviously, but it did. That's what I had to deal with for this raid and for the raid before the Machamp raid. So it's kind of ridiculous. I hope they actually get it together and fix that because it's odd and annoying and it wastes your time. All right, so now we're gonna try the Psycho Cuts, see how those perform. I would recommend this for most people. Confusion is great if you have, say, like a couple maxed out Mewtwo's, you're going to solo a Machamp, and you just want to do as much damage as possible. That's going to be your best bet. But for the average person, I would suggest that you use Psycho Cut because it's just going to charge your charge bar up quicker. It's not that much faster than the Confusion is charging it, but what's happening is you're going to be able to dodge. You're going to be able to move out of the way. Confusion is like I would say a hard difficulty. Psycho Cut is like normal, easy mode. And that's pretty much it. So there you have it. Sorry I couldn't do a more, legitimate comparison. I would have put them side to side, but it still would have made no sense because I was dodging. If you wanted to do a side-by-side comparison, you don't dodge and you straight attack. For some circumstances, if you're going to dodge all the charge moves with both Pokemon perfectly every time, then that would work. But anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at this. And after this, I'm just going to jump in with my Groudons and do some trick shots. I feel like I've been doing these like switch in Pokemon, switch back out. Oh my goodness, right at the end of the time kind of deals. And it's like a little bit of a trick shot raid deal. I don't know. It's pretty cool what I did. So the Groudons obviously are not the best option to go up against a Starmie. Not at all. They have Solar Beam. It's good. It's not sunny out, so there's no boost. I just wanted to use them just for kicks. I was really pushing my limits because the timer was going to be up. This last time I was going to go in, if I failed, it was done. So Raikou saved the day, so did Sceptile. So let's go ahead and check that out. And with that said, thank you for watching, trainers, and I'll be catching you next time. Take care.